A very warm welcome to Skiffieworlds 2016. It's magnificent to see so many of you here, and really makes all the hard work worthwhile. And I really hope that you have a terrific week. We'll do our best to make it so, but it's all down to you as well. There's some hard work, hard rowing to be done this week. So really hope you enjoy the week. I'm not going to make a long speech. I've got pages here from the chairperson of Newry Morning Down, so she's going to make a long speech. Can I introduce, please, Chairperson Gillian Fitzpatrick of Newry Morning Down District Council. Newry Morning Down District Council have supported this event very considerably, and it's down to them that a lot of it has happened. So please show your appreciation. And over to you, Gillian.
As chairperson of Newry Morning Down District Council, it gives me great pleasure to be here today to officially welcome you to Delamont Country Park, overlooking the majestic Strangford Lough home for the next week to our dear friends in the boats, the Skiffies. We are particularly pleased to have been selected by the Scottish Coastal Rowing Association as the venue for Skiffieworlds 2016 and to host the skiffs in Strangford Lough sheltered waters. I'm delighted to welcome nearly 50 skiffs and 1,000 Skiffieworld participants from across our great planet to this fabulous event in our ever-expanding calendar of events. As you can attest, we are honoured to be standing in such a picturesque location as Strangford Lough, which has for generations a long-standing rich maritime history of boat building, sailing, rowing, and is home to 10 very long-established sailing clubs. To give you a feel for our interest in the skiff building, Sevens and Giles skiffs were built in 2014 by our coastal community from Dundrum to Donaghadee. Supported by our friends in Strangford Lough and the Cale Partnership, Police Service for Northern Ireland, Sport NI, ARDS and North Down Borough Council in association with the Scottish Coastal Rowing Association. And it is thanks to them and our wonderful council events team that our week's programme has come to fruition. We in the council recognise this as one of the key events promoting destination Strangford Lough area as a must-see and visit tourism destination, which I hope you all agree is an amazing area of special scientific interest, and also we're very proud to say and be custodian of an area of outstanding natural beauty. Once again, on behalf of the council, it only remains for me to wish you well in this wonderful event, and I now have the pleasure of inviting my counterpart in the Ards and North Down Borough Council, Deborah Gervin, to say a few words of welcome to you all as well. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and what a wonderful occasion this is for the World Skiffies Championships. I just want to say a big thank you to my counterpart Gillian here for inviting us along, and it is my great pleasure to be here this evening, and indeed a privilege to play a part in the opening ceremony of the very prestigious Skiffieworlds 2016. So, I understand crews from more than 40 rowing clubs will be taking part in this amazing super weekend of skiffy racing with the backdrop of the beautiful setting of Delamont Country Park and the shores of Strangford Lough. We have participants from across Northern Ireland. Where are the Northern Ireland? Yay! And from Scotland. England. Wales. The Netherlands. Canadians. New Zealand. Tasmania? our beautiful area here. I hope you'll have the opportunity to explore some of the local area during your time here. Indeed, I believe that some of you have already had the chance to use the great ferry service to enjoy Port Ferry's hospitality. For Arts and North Down Borough Council, it's a real pleasure to offer financial support to a first-class event that was coordinated so well by Strand Trust and the McHale Partnership in conjunction with the Scottish Coastal Rowing Association and of course with Newry Moor and Down Council. I hope you enjoy a weekend of superb sport and hospitality. And lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organisers for all the hard work and effort that's gone into organising the event, and wish all the competitors, sponsors, volunteers and others involved every success for the week. I'm now going to hand over to Isabel. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deborah. I'd like to hand over to the folks who really know about skiffs and skiff building and organising skiff events and think they're going to win. The Scottish Coastal Rowing Association convener is Robert Whiteman, and he'll say a few words.
Go and get that lot to come in a bit and listen, because this is important.
There's space on the court in the ends. Move into the ends.
Can everybody outside hear me? Okay, get the others to hear me as well. This is very important. We want to say thank you to our hosts here, so come on in. Right. Thank you all very much for allowing me to speak. My club mates don't generally like me speaking, so I'll try and keep it brief and whatever. However, at a time when international relations... Go straight in. At a time when international relations are falling apart and awful incidents are occurring, it is great to be involved, and we're privileged to be involved in something that is bringing communities together and reaching out in international friendship. With our boats, the St. Iles Skiff, just tell those of you a little bit about it. The design was first drawn by Ian Outred, an American, Australian Scotsman, which I think shows that we start from an international start, to a Norse design. It was first drawn in 2009, and I think it's astonishing that we're on our second World Championships. We have this international gathering, and we're in such a lovely place, a bit further away from where we started, so I think that's already a great thing that we're at. Clubs launched their first skiffs in only 2010, and our first World Championship, Skiffieworlds Ullapool, was in 2013. Down Coastal Rowing Association built and launched their first boats in 2014. It is a big commitment by them, not only to have got involved at that stage, but to already be hosting a World Championships here. I want to say a few words about community. With our boats, we build communities. We go out on the sea and we look back at our communities from a new angle. From there we see communities that are clustered together. From that angle, everybody is the same. We see the similarities, we do not see the differences. In the boat, we find that working together is the way to achieve results. 4 terrible rowers rowing together at the same time will do better than a mixed crew with 1 or 2 good rowers who cannot compromise and work together. At least that's what I'm hoping. So, we build our communities, but events like this do more. They bring the communities together. We find things that bring us together. We find we have more in common than we imagined, and we're not just talking about blisters and raw backsides. And we celebrate those, well, not those similarities, but we celebrate the similarities, and we celebrate some of the differences. And that, my friends, is a good thing. We are all equal, and on the subject of equality, I'd like to remind ourselves, a recent survey of our sport, we found that 53% of the participants are female. We'll have to work a little bit on that inequality, but I don't think there's many sports out there that will say that. And particularly interesting, we have, we show how we do for equality. At our event here, we have exactly the same events for men, for women, and for mixed crews. Now, that is the way it should be. Those of you who are going to be paying attention to the Olympics might notice that they have 6 events for women at rowing and 8 events for men. They have only 19 gold medals available for women, 27 gold medals available for men. Skiffieworlds is better than the Olympics. Strangford outshines Rio. No hope about it. It does. We know that already. And you don't have Zika virus. So that's even a bonus. Okay, so Skiffieworlds. It's great to be here, and please, a lot has been put on for us here. I mean, I think the village is fantastic, what has been put together here. We want to make sure, though, that we support the whole area. We have representatives from both sides of the loch here. There are events put on for us and for our supporters and for those that are interested in what's going on. There's events put round all around the loch. And there's events, there's tours of the loch by way of tall ship and by way of food tours, I think. Please make sure we support that. Very kindly being put on. Make sure we support the whole local community, because they've been supporting us. In the Skiffieworlds programme, which I see some of you have got, I was amazed to see on the food tour bit that the inventor of hot chocolate, Sir Hans Sloane, so the inventor of hot chocolate was from nearby. He believed in miracles. And I think hopefully we can do honour to him and to everybody else from around here, and show that we understand that we're welcomed into the community and respect that. We need to, rowers, we need to empty our purses onto the providers of accommodation, food, drink and fancy goods. We want to make sure that we support the community in the way that they've supported us. Rowers. Rowers, again at the Olympics opening ceremony, this is kind of like the Olympics opening ceremony. We risk assessed it though, no flame. But at the Olympics you'll find that an athlete and an official each make a pledge to act in the Olympic spirit. Now, one of the nice things about what we do here is that everybody who's an umpire is also a rower, and lots of the organisers are also rowers and whatever. So I just thought I'd say something on behalf of all you rowers out there, which I hope you can honour in the week ahead. So I thought about it, I thought, well, what do we promise to do? I think we promise to row our hardest in every race and do as best we can. We promise to respect each other, respect our crewmates, honour our competitors. We should admire the efforts of every crew. There is a lot of crews have made a lot of efforts to get to the start line here. That in itself is